You gotta show me you care. This gonna be a lot, so you need a chill. Baby girl, you're such a show this Friday. Instead of clapping, you just finna blow. Hope you give it a listen. You thinking if this is even real. Better check. Ooh, look at that good lighting, yo. Look, no cap. But hey, before I start, slide with me. Yo, before I start the video, which single did y'all like more, the Love Island or the Slide With Me? Listen, I got something special for y'all in the next video. Make sure you watch the next video that I'll post that's coming up in a few more days. You'll understand. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the sun is shining bright on me. I guess, you know what I'm saying, the sun is within me. Okay, so this video is, I know I've been talking about how I was like a ale, water, earth, fire, Daniel, bender, you know what I'm saying? So, we all, you already know we are the real avatars, we are the real, powerful beings, you know? Once you keep going on this spiritual journey, you'll unlock your like superpowers, you know? You don't have to wait until like December 21st. I'll be making a separate video for that. But you don't have to wait until December 21st to unlock all your superpowers. I mean, most of your superpowers will come December 21st, but I'll have a separate video for that, so don't worry. That'll be the next video. But you don't have to wait until then to unlock all your powers. You know what I'm saying? You can unlock some of your powers right now. You get what I'm saying? So, we can bend air, like the air, water, earth, fire, the benders, you know what I'm saying? That's us. So like you can really have those powers. The new X-Men movie, the New Mutants, you know what I'm saying, that's some of our powers too. All these superhero movies, that's really based on us once we unlock 100% of DNA. So like, I know it seems crazy, but like I told myself, listen, once it really hits, I told myself the first thing I'm gonna do is levitate. That's the first thing, right? The second thing I'm gonna do is swing on some trees like Spider-Man. I'm just being honest. I was spring green, the 5 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to swing on some trees like Spider-Man. And then I'm gonna climb on some trees. I don't know if there's gonna be buildings in the 5th dimension or something. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna be climbing like Spider-Man, and then I'm gonna be with the chosen ones. And I already told some people this, but I'm gonna tell y'all here right now. Once I see y'all in the 5th dimension, I can't wait to swing on some trees with y'all like Will Daniel, Spider-Man and Spider-Woman. Alright, I can't wait for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to do that with y'all. Stinging love y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? We going, this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see y'all. That's why I said get your soul tribe and soul family right now. But I'll be having that video next video, so let me stop talking about the next video and let me talk about this video. So this video, there's another doctor coming out with the truth, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how many doctors have to come out with the truth and everything, but I'm just doing my mission just to try and awake. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Everything is numbers, right? Numerology. So 1% can control billions of people. 90% of people are asleep. 5% of people are woke up, but they're trying to wake up the 90% of people who are asleep. Then those 5% of people, the 1% people don't want the 5% people to wake up the 90% of people. So yeah, kind of numerology. I don't know. I have the picture. All right, y'all see the picture. But yeah, here comes the doctor coming out with the truth. another one, another one, and another one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so many people not meant to wake up at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point, yo, maybe it's their life destiny to live in the new matrix. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I mean, at this point, maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm just doing my mission, trying to wake people up, raise the frequency and vibration and energy of the planet. So, you know what I'm saying? In the sky, you know what I'm saying? The sky is not blue. The clouds are fake. The day, you know what I'm saying? The sun is really the son of God, S-U-N. You starting to see Planet X, Planet Nibiru, and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They said Planet Nibiru is like non-existent planet. Yo, listen, there's more planets that's all off like in this universe. We are not the only ones here in this universe. You're waking up the dogs. So here's a doctor coming out with the truth. All right.
Questo documento che io vi sto per leggere dovete non solo diffonderlo, ma prenderne atto. I media, la televisione, la politica non vi dice ciò che sto per leggervi. Italiani, attenzione. Covid-19 significa certificato di identificazione della vaccinazione con intelligenza artificiale e 19 è l'anno in cui è stato creato. Covid-19 non è il nome del virus, attenzione, ma è il nome del piano internazionale per il controllo e la riduzione delle popolazioni, che si è sviluppato nel corso di decenni ed è stato lanciato nel 2020. Ciò che riattiva il virus è il terreno immunitario indebolito dalle vaccinazioni. Quello che intendono iniettarci sono i vaccini più terribili di tutti gli altri. È una vera discesa all'inferno con l'obiettivo di un massiccio spopolamento di oltre l'80% della popolazione. Non fare i test non sono affidabili, l'ho sempre detto e lo ribadisco, lo affermano i produttori del test. Nessuno dei test è in grado di rilevare il virus SARS-CoV-2, ma solo un'infinità di piccoli virus innocui o detriti cellulari che fanno naturalmente parte del nostro microbiota. Le persone testate appariranno sempre più positive nei test. Circa il 90% è questo l'obiettivo e per questo motivo che hanno iniziato i test con i bambini. L'11 maggio che nessuna televisione, nessun giornale, nessuna televisione sia italiana che quelli di Berlusconi hanno detto che in Francia sono stati imposti esami di massa in tutte le scuole, 700.000 ogni settimana. Nessuno purtroppo ha dato questa notizia. Quindi, una volta che tuo figlio è stato sottoposto a screening, si forzerà l'intera famiglia e i contatti immediati a essere sottoposti a screening. Attenzione italiani, ascoltateli. Non ascoltate i ciarlatani, gli ignoranti che si rifiutano la verità. Vi ricordo che non siamo malati, siamo solo portatori sani. Avere il virus non significa che è malato, sei sano, stai bene. ma appariranno, attenzione, positivi nei test. Difatti ripetono 2 o 3 volte i test a tutti i dipendenti delle strutture pubbliche, soprattutto sanitarie, ogni mese. Tutto ciò di cui hanno bisogno loro è questo. Fai credere che è malato. Essere positivi significa essere etichettati come dannosi. Attenzione italiani, ascoltatemi. Rifiutare il rilevamento è l'unica chiave per evitare di essere vaccinati. Una volta vaccinati saremo tutti malati, indeboliti e senz'altro andremo incontro alla morte. L'unica soluzione per salvare la nostra umanità, ma soprattutto per salvarci noi italiani, è far capire alle persone che non devono essere testate. Non mettetevi alla prova, non date loro ciò che manca, non cadete nella loro trappola. Io vi sto dicendo questo perché almeno non potete dire che non siete stati avvertiti. Covid-19 vuol dire programma di sterminio di massa. Non fare i test è l'unico modo per salvarsi. In televisione questi bastardi non lo dicono. I politici poi il comportamento è totalmente avvilente. Eppure il vice ministro della sanità è un medico. Collega, deve solo e soltanto vergognarsi. La maggior parte delle persone vaccinate cesseranno di esistere per la società. Non sarà in grado di viaggiare senza un vaccino. Non sarà in grado di andare al cinema e in futuro non potranno mai uscire di casa. Questo sta già accadendo in alcune città della Cina e la Spagna è il paese pilota di prova insieme all'Argentina e ai paesi latini. Tutto è già stato attivato in tutte le aziende e nei media per la vaccinazione di massa. Io preferirò la morte, ma non la vaccinazione. Vi saluto.
The more humanity strays from its origin, the more we deny our bond with nature, the farther from perfection we become. We are the only creatures on the planet that use symbols in reference to something else. We use symbols for absolutely everything the mind can conceive of. There is at least one word or icon or gesture to insinuate everything our 5 senses can detect and then some. But along with this beautiful gift comes a flaw. Most people are unwilling to seek and create their own interpretations of these symbols. Instead, they blindly submit to preconceived definitions and connotations given by sources unknown. Because of this, many things have been predetermined in our understanding of life without our knowledge. Words can be perverted and used to manipulate rather than to inform. Symbols can be used to segregate rather than unite. And those given the responsibility and authority to disseminate information to the public possess the ability to do with it what they choose. Listen carefully. Every 26,000 years, our solar system passes through the 12 zodiac signs. Ancient civilizations such as the Hopi, Egyptians, Cherokee, Apache, and the Mayans were aware of this great cycle and developed calendars according to it. This cycle stems from many different occurrences in nature, such as the Sun's orbit around Alcyone, the central star of Pleiades, as well as the 260-day cycle of human gestation. This cycle is broken down into 5 subcycles of 5,125 years each, which were thought to have their own age. The Aztec calendar or Mesoamerican sunstone depicted each cycle being destroyed by one of the 5 elements. The cycle we are currently in is the age of the 5th sun, 3113 BC to 2012 AD. More precisely, this great cycle ends December 21st, 2012. Mayan cultures and civilizations were aware of this end date, and Nostradamus even prophesied about it. For Earth, which we are currently in now, is also known as the movement, shift, evolution, and consciousness. Living Maya timekeepers proclaim that the Earth has been through fire, earth, air, and water. The final element is ether, or center. The Hopi believe that the 4th world of destruction closes and the 5th world of peace begins on December 21st, 2012. The Great Cycle is broken down into what the Mayans believe to be 13 Bactans. Earth began its 13th Bactan in 1618, which was known as the Triumph of Materialism, as well as the Time of Great Forgetting, in the prediction that humanity will lose the awareness of their true bond with nature by means of external possessions. This is where ego and domination became the predominant ambition of the civilized world. Not surprisingly, this time frame was precisely when the worldwide coordination of Pope Gregory XIII forced the 12-month calendar as well as the first mechanical clock onto indigenous peoples. This is what's known as the error in time. Before the inception of the 2 instruments by the Roman Catholic Church, each year was divided into 13 moon cycles with 28 days each. But the most detrimental part of these 2 instruments is the insinuation that time was something external, something inorganic and outside the body that we must watch and obey. The 7th century Mayan prophet Pacalvatan left a powerful message for future generations of evolution. If humanity wishes to save itself from biospheric destruction, it must return to living in natural time. He also foretold of our accelerated technological society and of the damage of our collective divergence from natural law in exchange for material values. Astrology and the studies of the heavens are as old as civilization. Throughout the past several thousand years, new religions have all but replaced the pagan religions of prior years. Man has been so thoroughly fascinated with these objects in the sky that they formed constellations from them and applied stories to them. In Greek mythology, these were personified as the gods. We notice in the structures that still stand to this day that the most ancient of civilizations put forth more wealth, power, time, and effort into the locations of the stars than any other practice. This is commonly written off as simple curiosity. But the truth is becoming clear by the day as we close in on the 0 year of December 21st, 2012. It is a common misconception that the pagan religion is rarely practiced today. In fact, paganism in its evolution is the most widely practiced form of religion. You may ask yourself how this is possible. The answer is hidden in nearly all of our current popular religions. But who would have the power and the desire to integrate a seemingly long-gone religion into such popular opposite denominations? Dr. Adam Weishaupt was born on February 6, 1748 in Ingolstadt in a city in Bayern, or Bavaria, Germany. This interesting character was the son of a rabbi and converted to Catholicism after his father's death. After studying French philosophers such as Voltaire, he supposedly learned the teachings of Satanism in the French royal court. World-famous central banker Mayer Amschel Rothschild of the Rothschild dynasty chose Weishaupt to create the Coven of Golden Dawn, which to this day is Rothschild's private coven. Amschel Rothschild, for those who are unaware, instigated the American Revolution, America's supposed liberation from Britain. Rothschild instructed Weishaupt to create the ancient illuminated seers of Bavaria. This is better known as the Order of the Illuminati. The name in Luciferian teachings means the bearer of the light, the illuminated, or the enlightened one. The Areopagite, or tribunal, was the inner circle of the Supreme Order, and were the only ones privy to secret meetings. In Nesta Webster's book, The World Revolution, She states, "The art of Illuminism lay in enlisting dupes as well as adepts, and by encouraging dreams of honest visionaries or the schemes of fanatics, by flattering the vanity of ambitious egotists, by working on unbalanced brains, or by playing such passions as greed and power to make men of totally divergent aims serve the secret purpose of the sect. People with money were welcomed but kept oblivious to actual secrets. The purpose is to win power and riches, to undermine secular or religious government, and obtain the masters of the world." The goal of the order was and still is to one day deliver the human race from all religion. Progression through the political and religious hierarchy was obtained by blackmail in the form of bribing people in power with sex from local prostitutes. In the 16th and 17th century, high-ranking officials in political or religious organizations were liable to be sentenced to death for such acts. In 1780, Baron Franz Friedrich Knigge was recruited. He was the most instrumental person in the marriage of the Masons and the Illuminati. This allowed the Illuminati to expand rapidly with the use of Masonic lodges. On August 29, 1781, Congress of Wilhelmsbad declared the alliance official. Those in attendance were put under oath, never to reveal what took place in that meeting. Comte de Virieu, a Mason from Martinez de Lodge at Lyons, was questioned about the meeting upon his arrival home. He stated, "I can only tell you that all this is much more serious than you think. The conspiracy which is being woven is so well thought out that it will be, so to speak, impossible for the monarchy and the church to escape it." He later denounced the Illuminati. Sir John Dee. John Dee was a servant to Queen Elizabeth Tudor of the Tudor dynasty. John Dee was the head of the British Secret Service, the MI5. He was also known for the practice of black magic and his affiliation with the occult. If this is your first time hearing about the occult, or are unaware of its dominance in the world to this day, pay close attention. Pagan symbols, gods, rituals, and doctrines are the basis for most every religion practiced throughout the world. The Christian or Catholic symbols of the cross derive from the solstice and the equinox division lines on a zodiac calendar. The word heaven is in reference to what pagan religions referred to as the heavens, or galactic bodies. And the crossing of the age of Pisces into Aquarius is actually in reference to constellations, which interestingly enough occur at the exact same time as the great cycle prophesied by the Maya, as well as many other cultures. As said before, pantheistic rituals are prevalent in all monotheistic religions today. Circumcision is a pagan ritual, marking males in a ceremonial fashion. Weddings are pagan by nature in the wearing of a ring, which symbolizes the ring of Saturn. Funerals follow the same pagan-derived ritual when a sacred geometrical tomb is placed over a grave to embody and immortalize the spirit. Baptism is a ritual to submerge a child in holy water to symbolize the renewal of life, just as rain replenishes the earth. The Holy Grail filled with wine is a representation of the blood that comes from the birth canal during menstruation, not the blood of Christ. This ritual was taken over by the patriarchal society. Males could not give life as women do, so to symbolize a male giving life was to draw blood, which could only be done by injury. In ancient Egypt, the goddess Isis was the personification of wisdom. Pharaoh Akhenaten changed the warship to himself as he proclaimed himself Amun-Re, the sun god. The word Amen at the end of a prayer spawned from the praise given to Amun-Re. From there, the Hebrews left Egypt and traveled north into the Middle East, where they encountered the Canaanites, who worshipped the god of Saturn, El. The merging of these three gods became the name of the land today, which is known as Isis, Re, El, or Israel. 98% of Judaism is based around the worship of Saturn. And the sacred day of worship is Saturday. The worship practice on Sunday is originated from the Egyptians who worshipped the sun god. Most people simply pass these things off and never question their origins, but this just scratches the surface of the pagan influence over the present day. It is not just found in religions, it is found.
All right? And in this meeting, they talk about governance. Okay, first off, let me just go back up. Civil society actors. There were 40 people in this room, all coined civil society actors. These are non-governmental participants that, quote, manifest the will of the public. Okay? These are media conglomerates. These are your local media, your local Greenpeace organizations. They call these AstroTurf because almost everything has been co-opted. AstroTurf is like the fake green. Hi, thank you for coming. Okay? So we have these fake green organizations, and in this meeting, they contemplated how they were going to convince us that we need solar geoengineering to block out the sun. They are convincing us that we need chemtrails. Okay? So, in this, they say society is lousy at strategy, but we are not. They also say that we can, in the middle paragraph, a few suggested that to shift the conversation in productive ways, geoengineering will be characterized publicly as a terrible choice. Geoengineering, in other words, can be viewed by civil society organizations as a strategic opening, as a way to bring home the horrors of climate change to policymakers and the public. So they wanted to start the conversation to ultimately frame our mental construct. Problem, reaction, solution. Well, first we'll start the conversation by introducing them this problem, and we'll tell them that it's a horrible idea. So here they come out immediately. Geoengineering, a horrible idea. Geoengineering climate fixes could harm billions. But now they've started the conversation. You see how that works? So, in 2016, while they're starting this conversation, they need everybody who thinks that chemtrails are real, and that are privy to this information, that have been looking up and waking up and speaking up and seeing these persistent linear cirrus cloud formations out of the back of jets. They want all those people to be ridiculed. Undid, 76 out of 77 debunked the chemtrail conspiracy theory. Okay? So in my Google alerts, on this date, I received dozens of updates of all of the media convincing the world chemtrails are not real. And this was the study. Now, it was ran by Mick West and David Keith. David Keith is a proponent. He is a solar geoengineer. He works at Harvard, and he is the guy with the patents. He's the guy making money off of them spraying us with barium, aluminum, strontium, modifying the climate, blocking the sun. Solar geoengineering means blocking the sun. Okay? And they think it's a good idea because they need to save us.
To you for listening. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for clicking the button. Thank you for subscribing with the bell. Much love. Hope you enjoy.